After the age of 60, eating the wrong food, sleeping in the wrong place, or living in the wrong environment could cost you your health or even your life. Turning 60 is a major milestone in life. This is the point when our bodies are no longer as strong and resilient as they were in our younger years. Our immune system weakens and illnesses become more likely to strike. A single inappropriate meal, a nap in the wrong spot, or living in a place with negative energy can silently chip away at your health, draining your life force without you even realizing it. That is why so many older people suddenly experience a rapid decline in health, suffer from persistent illnesses, or deal with emotional instability. Some even fall seriously ill out of the blue, despite appearing perfectly healthy before. In today's video, I am going to share with you 3 types of food you should absolutely avoid after the age of 60 because they can weaken your body, 3 places you should never sleep if you want to stay healthy, and 4 locations you should avoid living in, as they could negatively impact your physical health, mental well-being, and even your fortune. These are not just superstitions, they are backed by science, feng shui principles, and the real-life experiences of those who have been through it. So make sure to watch this video all the way to the end to find out exactly what to steer clear of in order to protect your health and the well-being of your loved ones. Before we dive into the main content, go ahead and leave a comment below the video sharing one positive thing you want to attract into your life. For example, you might write, "I am healthy and peaceful every single day," or "I live a long, happy life surrounded by my children and grandchildren." Doing this helps boost positive energy. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more useful insights on health, feng shui, and everyday living. A good living space can bring you peace and vitality. On the other hand, a harmful environment can slowly drain your energy, cause illness, and lead to emotional distress. So, what are the places you need to avoid in order to enjoy a healthy and peaceful old age? Let's find out right now. First, do not live in places with polluted air and water. Living in an area with polluted air and water does more than harm your health. It quietly lowers your quality of life in ways you might not even notice. Polluted air contains fine dust particles, toxic chemicals, and harmful bacteria. These invisible particles can enter your lungs and lead to coughing, shortness of breath, respiratory infections, and even cancer. Older adults living in such environments are more likely to suffer from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, weakened cardiovascular health, constant fatigue, and frequent headaches. Every breath of polluted air chips away at your health. And what about polluted water? Dirty water is not just the kind that looks cloudy or smells bad. It can contain chemicals, bacteria, and heavy metals that damage the liver, kidneys, and digestive system. Over time, your body absorbs these toxins, weakening your immune system and increasing the risk of skin problems and digestive issues, often without any obvious warning. Beyond physical health, living in a polluted environment also weighs on your mental well-being. Imagine waking up each morning not to fresh, clean air, but to smog and smoke. Imagine worrying about every glass of water you drink. Can life really feel peaceful that way? Health is your most precious asset. If you have the choice, find a place with clean air and safe water. A healthy environment does more than protect your body. It brings peace and happiness to your entire family. Second, do not live in areas with poor or unstable terrain. Living in a place with unstable or inappropriate terrain does not just cause inconvenience. It can seriously affect your health, emotional state, and even your fate. A house built on weak soil, steep slopes, near deep ravines, or right by rivers and streams carries hidden dangers that many people overlook. First and foremost, safety should be your top priority. Weak ground is prone to sinking, while hillside and riverbank areas are at risk of landslides and flash floods, especially during storm season. Many people ignore these risks at first, but when disaster strikes, the consequences can be devastating. Living in constant fear, How can that be a peaceful or healthy life? On top of that, poor terrain directly impacts your health. Low-lying areas are often damp and prone to mold, which can lead to respiratory issues and joint pain. On the other hand, high and windy locations can throw off your body's balance, triggering headaches, insomnia, and long-term fatigue, especially in older adults. From a feng shui perspective, a house on unstable ground struggles to gather energy. This leaves the homeowner constantly drained, with poor luck and slow progress in life. Many families who move to such places end up facing unexpected challenges, whether in their work, family relationships, or even their children's education. This is not just a coincidence. The living environment plays a powerful role. So, what should you do? If you are already living in a place with difficult terrain, try to improve it by reinforcing the foundation or planting more trees to stabilize the land. If possible, consider relocating to a flatter, safer area. A stable home environment not only supports good health, but also brings calm, balance, and better fortune. Third, do not live in places filled with cigarette smoke or excessive noise. In your later years, the most important thing is not to live in a fancy house, but in a space that truly supports your health and peace of mind. And two things that rob older adults of that peace are cigarette smoke and loud, constant noise. Cigarette smoke does more than damage your lungs. It increases your risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even cancer. When we are young, we might be able to tolerate it or simply ignore it. But as we age and our immune defenses weaken, being exposed to secondhand smoke on a regular basis can lead to serious chronic illnesses. Lingering coughs, chest tightness, and difficulty breathing may all be caused by a smoke-filled living environment. As for noise, it is a silent enemy of older age. When we are young, we may enjoy a bit of hustle and bustle, but in our later years, loud noise becomes a source of constant stress. It disrupts sleep, increases nervous tension, and even accelerates memory loss. Living in a place that is always filled with the sounds of traffic, construction, or noisy bars and restaurants slowly wears down your well-being. Old age should be a time to enjoy peace, move gently through life, and stay as healthy as possible. So when choosing a place to live, make sure it is free from smoke and not too noisy. Every peaceful day contributes to a longer, healthier, and happier life. Fourth, do not live in damp or humid environments. Living in a damp space is not just uncomfortable, it can slowly eat away at your health and emotional balance. Homes that are constantly humid tend to smell musty, have stained walls, and cause clothes to dry slowly. The air feels heavy, and it becomes a perfect breeding ground for bacteria and mold. Breathing in this kind of environment over time can lead to sinus infections, allergies, lingering coughs, and even serious lung problems. Many older adults feel tired or experience persistent headaches without realizing that the moist air is draining their energy day by day. It is not just your body that suffers. Damp, gloomy spaces can also drag down your mood. On long rainy days or in humid weather, people often feel tired or irritable because the air becomes heavy and stagnant. This can lead to sadness, frustration, and negative thoughts. For older adults, it may even cause memory loss, depression, or long-term insomnia. In feng shui, a damp home symbolizes weak, stagnant energy. Those living in such spaces often face bad luck, low motivation, and setbacks in life. For seniors, it not only harms physical health, but also drains life energy, leading to loneliness and emotional imbalance. So, how can you fix it? Keep your home dry and well ventilated. Use dehumidifiers, open the windows to let sunlight in, and avoid cluttering your space with old, unused items. A clean, dry space will protect your health, boost your energy, and create a more peaceful, pleasant life. Living in a clean, healthy environment is the foundation for a strong body. But to maintain long-term health, getting quality sleep is just as important. A good night's sleep not only helps your body recover, but it also strengthens your immune system and keeps your mind clear and refreshed every day. So, what are the sleeping habits you should avoid in order to sleep well and stay healthy? Let's find out right now. First, do not sleep in a sealed room without ventilation. Sleeping in a tightly closed room may feel safe, but it actually poses hidden risks to your health. In a stuffy, enclosed space, the oxygen level drops while carbon dioxide builds up, making you feel tired, dizzy, and drained. For older adults, this can even increase the risk of stroke. On top of that, a room without ventilation is the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and mold, especially during humid weather. Moisture collects in the air, leading to musty smells and moldy walls, which can cause sinus infections, allergies, and respiratory issues. Older people with weaker immune systems are even more vulnerable. And let's not forget how stuffy air can make it harder to sleep. Many people wake up in the middle of the night or struggle to fall asleep without realizing the air quality is the real reason. So how do you fix it? Open a window or turn on a fan to circulate fresh air before going to bed. If the weather allows, leave a small window slightly cracked to keep the room airy and breathable. A small change like that can make a big difference in your sleep quality and overall health. Second, do not sleep directly under strong airflow from a fan or air conditioner. Sleeping under strong airflow from a fan or an air conditioner might feel cool and relaxing, but this habit can quietly damage your health, especially as you get older. A single night of sleeping the wrong way can weaken your body without you even realizing it. When cold air blows directly on your body for a long time, it disrupts your natural temperature balance. During sleep, your body temperature drops slightly on its own. If cold air keeps hitting you, your blood vessels may tighten suddenly, leading to joint pain, muscle cramps, or numbness in your hands and feet. Older adults are more sensitive to this, especially those with joint or spine issues. Strong fans or air conditioners can also dry out your skin, nasal passages, and throat, causing coughing, sore throats, or even lung infections. Many people wake up with a stuffy nose or headache, not realizing that the cold air from the night before is to blame. Even more concerning, if cold air blows directly on your face or neck while you sleep, it can lead to a condition called facial paralysis, where you might wake up with a stiff neck, headache, or in some rare cases, a drooping face. These symptoms can show up overnight or build up over time. So how can you use fans and air conditioners the right way? Set your fan to rotate so it does not blow directly on you. If using air conditioning, keep the temperature around 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 26 to 28 degrees Celsius, and use a gentle airflow setting. You can also place a small bowl of water in the room to maintain humidity and avoid letting cold air blow directly on your face or back. Sleeping the right way will help you wake up feeling stronger, more refreshed, and ready to take on the day. Make a few small changes, and your sleep will be both safer and more rejuvenating. Third, do not sleep directly on the floor. Sleeping on the floor might seem like a good idea on hot days because it feels cooler, but this habit carries many hidden risks, especially for older adults. What seems like a simple sleeping position can actually trigger a wide range of health issues that often go unnoticed. First of all, the floor tends to hold cold air and moisture. When your body stays in contact with that cold surface for hours, your blood vessels constrict, slowing down circulation. This can cause joint pain, numbness, and muscle stiffness. It is particularly dangerous for seniors or anyone with existing back, knee, or joint problems. Many people wake up with a sore back or aching body without realizing that sleeping on the floor might be the cause. Another concern is hygiene. No matter how clean your home is, the floor still gathers dust, bacteria, and mold. Sleeping that close to the ground means breathing in air filled with allergens, which raises the risk of allergies, sinus issues, and respiratory infections. For those with sensitive health, just one night on the floor can trigger coughing or congestion. Sleeping near the ground also exposes you to cold drafts, especially at night when temperatures drop. The cold slowly seeps in, leading to colds, pneumonia, stomach issues, or diarrhea. Older adults with weaker immunity are even more vulnerable. On top of that, hard floors do not support the body properly, making it hard to relax. You may toss and turn, wake up often, and still feel tired in the morning. While good sleep is vital for a healthy body, Health also depends heavily on daily eating habits, especially after 60, when digestion weakens. Poor eating choices can lead to serious illness and speed up the body's decline. So, what eating habits should you avoid to protect your health and extend your lifespan? Let's dive in and find out right now. First, do not eat cold food straight out of the refrigerator. Many people are used to eating cold food the moment they take it out of the fridge, not realizing that this habit can seriously harm their health, especially for older adults. While that cold sensation might feel refreshing at first, the effects inside your body tell a very different story. First of all, eating cold food too quickly gives your digestive system a kind of temperature shock. The stomach functions best at around 98, 6 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 37 degrees Celsius. When food that is too cold enters your stomach, the stomach lining contracts, slowing down digestion and leading to bloating, indigestion, and stomach pain. For seniors, this can even cause ulcers or chronic digestive disorders over time. Cold food can also temporarily weaken your immune system. When your body experiences a sudden drop in temperature, it has to work harder to maintain balance. This puts stress on your immunity and increases your chances of catching a cold, developing a sore throat, or dealing with a persistent cough. Eating cold food at night or during colder weather only makes things worse. It also affects your teeth and gums. The enamel on your teeth can be damaged by extreme temperatures, leading to sensitivity, gum inflammation, and aching pain. Older adults with already weakened teeth should especially avoid this habit for long-term oral health. So, what can you do instead? Let cold food sit out at room temperature for a bit, or gently warm it before eating. For cold drinks, try mixing in some warm water to lower the chill. Second, do not overeat during meals. Eating enough is important, but overeating during each meal can be harmful, especially for people over 60. When you are younger, your body can handle larger portions. But as you age and your digestion slows down, eating too much becomes more of a burden than a benefit. First, overeating forces your stomach to work over time. Your stomach has a limited capacity, and when it is stretched too far, it places excess strain on your digestive system. This can throw off the rhythm of your stomach's movements and acid production, causing bloating, indigestion, and heartburn. For seniors with sensitive stomachs, it can even lead to ulcers or acid reflux. Eating too much also increases your risk of heart disease and diabetes. Consuming a large quantity of food at once spikes your blood sugar levels, forcing your pancreas to release extra insulin. Over time, this disrupts your metabolism and raises the chances of developing type 2 diabetes. It also increases bad cholesterol levels, contributing to high blood pressure, hardened arteries, and stroke. And here is something most people overlook. Eating too much can actually make you feel tired. After a heavy meal, many people feel sleepy or sluggish because the body sends more blood to the stomach to help with digestion, leaving the brain with less oxygen. For older adults, this fatigue can increase the risk of dizziness, falls, or even strokes after eating. Third, do not eat while you are angry or stressed. Eating is not just about nourishing the body, it also affects your emotional health. If you eat while feeling angry or stressed, your digestive system suffers and your overall health takes a hit. Negative emotions can quietly turn mealtime into a danger zone. When you are under stress, your body produces cortisol, a hormone that causes the stomach to tighten and slows the release of digestive juices. This can lead to bloating, indigestion, and stomach pain. Older adults with weaker digestion are even more likely to experience ulcers or long-term digestive issues if they continue this habit. Eating while angry can also raise blood pressure and tighten blood vessels, increasing the risk of stroke and heart attacks. Stress also causes you to eat too quickly and skip proper chewing, which can lead to overeating, weight gain, and blood sugar issues. Undigested food makes the stomach work harder, leading to acid reflux and stomach discomfort. So how can you eat better? Take a moment to relax before meals, breathe deeply, or listen to soft music to calm your mind. Eating in a peaceful state supports digestion and brings lasting health and balance. Turning 60 is a major milestone, a time to care more for your health, sleep, and living space. Just one wrong eating habit, one poor night's sleep, or one unhealthy environment can silently damage your well-being. Even small daily choices can lead to serious long-term effects. That is why change starts with simple steps. Eat wisely, sleep properly, and choose a clean, peaceful place to live. Aging should not mean living with illness. It should be a time to enjoy life with loved ones, healthy, peaceful, and full of joy. If you found this information helpful, please share it so more people can benefit. Because even one small change today can lead to a better life for you and your loved ones. Leave a comment below, sharing what you want to attract into your life. Something like, "I am healthy and at peace every day," to boost positive energy. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more tips on health, feng shui, and daily life. Wishing you peace, strength, and good health always.